episode of Tastiness, where I review Weight Watcher friendly recipes. I give them a taste and let you know if you should make them. And today, tasters, I reached out to one of my fellow Weight Watcher friends and I said, what are some of your favorite Weight Watcher recipes? I said, let me try something that some other people are doing, not necessarily on social media, but some people that I know who are actually doing the program personally. So I reached out to a friend and she said, you know what, Vanessa, I love this cornmeal spiced tilapia that I make. And it's a fried fish, tasters. Can you believe it? We're gonna fry some fish today. I said, you know what? Not too many ingredients. I had most of them in the pantry except for the tilapia. And I said, you know what? I thanked them. I said, you know what? That's a good recipe. I'm going to try that this week for my tasters. So we're going to be frying some tilapia today. Some cornmeal spiced tilapia. And it is from a Weight Watcher cookbook that my friend has. I think it's the freestyle cookbook. It was produced a couple of years ago. And it's 2 points on blue. So let's get started. So, you know, we got to have some batter for our fish, since we're going to be frying it. And it says cornmeal, 2 tablespoons. It says to put out a large sheet of wax paper, and you're going to mix your seasonings on the wax paper. So I have 2 tablespoons of cornmeal here. Now you know Tastiness is frugal, so it said a teaspoon of opaque, and when I was making my grocery list for the week, I looked in my spice cabinet and saw that I had an opaque container, but I didn't look inside of it to make sure that I had a teaspoon. So I only had about a half a teaspoon in the opaque container when I looked in it today. And so I Googled it. They said you could use celery, salt as a replacement for opaque. So I have about a half a teaspoon of celery salt and a half a teaspoon of opaque. But the recipe calls for a teaspoon of opaque. Then I have a teaspoon of paprika. I think it says something like sweet paprika, but of course, that's a difficult seasoning to find, so this is what I have here. Then I have a teaspoon of dried thyme and a teaspoon of brown sugar. Recipe says a teaspoon of black pepper, but my friend who recommended it to me said, you know what, Vanessa, you need to add a little salt to it. So I have about a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper here. I'm gonna mix these all together. Once we mix these together, we're going to press down the seasoning on each side of our tilapia. Now that I've got my seasoning mixed together, it says that we need to press the seasoning on each side of our fish. It says to use about 4 5-ounce pieces of tilapia. Mine didn't quite weigh 5 ounces a piece, but I think I have the total amount, about 20 ounces of fish here. Now that I've gotten my fish battered with my spiced cornmeal batter, I am going to heat up, it says 4 teaspoons of canola oil. I already have my oil here in the skillet, and I'm going to put it on medium. It says to heat it up to medium heat and cook it about 4 minutes on each side. So that's where the frying part comes in, tasters. And I am too excited. Too excited about frying this fish. Fried for me. I don't fry too many things, but I looked at that recipe. I said, you know what, we can do that. So we're gonna heat it up, throw it in, and have us some fried fish. We got our oil heated in our large skillet, and we're ready to put our fish in. The recipe also says to spread with a little cooking spray. I'm excited, y'all. I don't fry food very often, but I think this is gonna turn out good. We've cooked it about 4 minutes on one side, and now I'm gonna flip it over. Y'all can't tell me I ain't down south somewhere about to eat some fried fish. What? I'm too excited, tasters. Too excited. We're gonna cook it about another 4 minutes on this side. Welcome to Vanessa's Fried Fish Fry. How many pieces you want, tasters? I am so excited. Looks like it's ready. We're gonna take these 2 pieces out and fry up the other piece. Look at that. Only 2 points for 5 ounces. I wish you could smell it. Delicious, delicious, delicious. I know it's gonna be a hit. Let me get these other pieces fried up and then we'll give it a taste. I'm ready for the fish fry, tasters. I finished my last few pieces here. Look at that, tasters. Look at that. I am too excited. I'm about to have me a cornmeal spice fried fish sandwich. Got them already. Only 2 points for 5 ounces. 2 points for 5 ounces. And as I said, I'm gonna make me a little sandwich. I have some mustard, light mayo, only a teaspoon, some spinach, tomato, and I have it on a 1-point bun. So this is only gonna add 1 more point to my sandwich because everything else on the sandwich is 0 points on the blue program. Look at this, tasters. I have a cornmeal spice fried fish sandwich for how many points, tasters? You guessed it. 3 points on blue. Can't beat that, can't beat that, can't beat that. Cut it in half. Alright, let's give it a taste. I'm at the fish fry, tasters. I am at the fish fry. The fried fish fry. That's delicious, tasters. That is delicious. I got fish for the rest of the week. What? I might have it with some broccoli one day. Who knows? I might even throw a little homemade pasta salad in there. Do the pasta salad dish that I made in one of my previous videos. It's gonna be a good week, tasters. It's gonna be a great week. And you know I gotta leave you with a tip. So this morning, my husband sent me a message about a unique dining experience. And he said the first opportunity for us to go will be coming up in the next few weeks. And so I said, well, you know, I mentioned this is a trifecta and I'm focusing on staying on track, except for on those holidays. And, you know, I said, my initial thought was, no, you can't eat that, Vanessa. No, no, no. And I know, you know what I thought about? I said, Vanessa, you didn't get to this point by not living life. Yes, you have some goals that you want to meet by the end of the year, but this is a journey, tasters. This is a journey. You know, whatever we're doing now, this is for life. So I have to remind myself, Vanessa, you gotta live a little. You can't just not do any eating activities because you're trying to reach a goal by the end of the year. And then what happens after the end of the year? You still got to do those same things. You still got to live life and enjoy things sometimes. So I said to him, yes, let's try that unique eating experience. And that's the tasty tip for today. This is a journey. It's no quick fix. Sometimes you have to live life, make wise choices, but still enjoy yourselves. And don't just get so focused on that goal that you're turning down all opportunities to go out and enjoy life. And that's what I had to remind myself today, tasters. A lot of times these tips that I give you, these are things that I have to remind myself of throughout the week as I go along this journey. You know, I said, let me share that with the tasters. This is something that has helped me. This is a journey. It's not a quick fix. You may have goals for a certain date, but even still, you got to keep up with that lifestyle in order to maintain that weight loss. So that's our tip for today. It's a journey, not a race, or not something that you're going to get to quickly and then just give up on all of your eating habits. And I had to remind myself that today, along this journey, it's okay to take those date nights and enjoy yourself. So that's our tasty tip for today. I'm going to finish my fried fish sandwich, tasters, and I hope you all make it this week. If you haven't had the opportunity, subscribe to my channel. I know you're enjoying these videos just as much as I am. Have an amazing week.